The thing about writing books with Greek and Roman mythology in them is no matter what you do, there are going to be people who are like, oh, you got the myth wrong, and there are going to be people who are like, oh, you got the myth right. And they're both right because there are so many different versions. So, like, for example, in this book, Dear Hades, one of our characters, now in the modern day, is Medusa. And in Roman versions, she, in some of them, was originally a princess, and due to things that happened with Poseidon, she was cursed to become a Gorgon. In some older Greek versions, she was a Gorgon all along. So some people are like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? She's always been a Gorgon. And other people are like, yeah, that's like a main part of the Medusa myth, is that she was cursed. And so both are actually right. For us in this book, we did choose to go with the more Roman version just because it kind of fit some of the themes that we were going for, in that we're talking about how these two are bonding over how they've kind of been wronged by the gods, the curses, that sort of thing, and they're trying to have a new life after all of that happens. That's kind of what I love about these myths, is that there's so many iterations, and not just today. It's not just like people like Lore Olympus coming up with new stuff. Even during the era of Greece and Rome, there was not really a canon. People were coming up with all sorts of different things, all sorts of different stories, and it's just really fun that you have these kind of tropes that you can play on, but using these beloved characters, or then these beloved gods and goddesses, they were able to come up with stories that said all sorts of different things to make all sorts of different points, whatever the writer was trying to convey in that moment.